Well, here we are, 21st of April. Got a new project. Actually, it's an old project I've been waiting to do. This is an OLP guitar, which stands for Officially Licensed Product. It even says so right there, which I can't get up. Can't get a close-up, can I? Anyway, I bought this guitar many years ago as part of a package deal, and it was a fake maple finish, green. You can see it's starting to chip right here, which the body actually did when I finally moved to the Arizona mountains. It just started peeling off, so I took it off. Anyway, I stripped it down. I don't really care for this finish. It's got lots of nicks and stuff in it. It's not anything really well figured. So I got on eBay and I purchased some flame maple veneer, which is this is the veneer I'm going to use on this. And now that the headstock is starting to peel, I'm going to peel that off of there too. But so this is some beautiful flame, supposedly matched. We'll see how well I can deal with it and get it attached to this body. That's my next project. So this kind of guitar is kind of like a copy of a Musicman, I believe. It's only got one volume knob, no tone, because it was designed at a time when people just wanted to rock and roll and they really didn't care about what it sounded like. They just wanted it loud. I think the knob goes to 11, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is my next project up here in the deserts. Looking forward to it, actually. It's about time because this thing plays really well, and it's a fairly short inset neck for people with short arms like me. Anyway, talk to you later. All right, getting serious here on this OLP. Got the neck off. I'm just going to strip it completely because I need to get the veneer on here and do all that. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to make a paper pattern on here that shows where all of the holes are for the mountings, for the pickups, the volume, and the toggle switch, because once I put the veneer on there, those things will disappear, and I don't want to guess at where they are. And it's actually too bad because my veneer is like 1.5 inches too narrow to cover the whole body with one piece, so I'm going to have to do a book match and put a seam in the middle, which is too bad because it's just too bad, even though that's what I had planned on originally. So I've got the template made, just a very thin piece of uh, paper, packing paper. And so these are not real accurate, but these are the places where when I put the veneer on, I'll lay this on top so I know where to put my pilot holes. And these guys here I'll drill from the backside, but I'm going to put tape over the top of the veneer so as not to splinter it out. Isn't that groovy? I'd show you how to make the template, but it's a proprietary design and application I don't want to share. All right, got contact cement down on the first layer of veneer, my center line made. Just waiting for this stuff to get tacky, and then I'll put it down. All right, we've got the top, one half of the top glued down with the poor man's veneer press, using some of those authentic, and I mean authentic, Arizona rocks. May not look like it, but these rocks are worth several $1,000s a piece, and I've got millions of them on my property. Well, it's been a couple of days since my complete failure with the flame maple veneer installation. The contact cement that I had frozen, didn't stick at all, and the veneer, of course, is ruined after that, trying to remove it. So I sanded everything down and put a flat flat black base coat. And I'm going to do something completely different. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but being that I am a perfectionist and I always fail, failure seems to be my constant companion. So we're going to try something else and I'll get back to you. Alright, some decisions have been made. I'm telling you, you might look at this and go, what the heck are you doing? And I just wanted to exercise my artistic leanings, if you can even call it that. Anyway, come back if this fails. We'll do something else. Okay, we're getting closer. Just give you a little shot of what's happening here. Still can't figure it out? Yeah, me neither. Alright, got a white base coat down for what's going to go over the top of that, and I don't seem to have the paint that I want, that I used to have. Probably all got frozen and thrown away. Anyway, be back. Alright, just want to get a little look here. I got the paint finish done. A little different, but it's not beautiful. It's not perfect, but I never intend to do anything perfect. Or let me take that back. I never expect anything to be perfect, although I intend for it to be perfect. Anyway, I'm just mounting the pickups, get the wiring all soldered in, get the neck installed. I'd love to be able to use this weekend. See if it still plays as well as it used to before I got my hands on it. Well, here we are working on the OLP project again. Today is Electronics Day and pickup installations. I got a set of these 4-wire humbuckers from Safu, which they won't mount the way the old ones did. These need beauty rings and adjusters, so I got beauty rings. Actually had some in stock. I'm putting those in now. I got the wiring kind of figured out. We'll find out if I actually have it figured out or not. Anyway, don't go away. Alright, got this guitar done. I'll reassemble, all the wiring's done. I might have one little grounding issue. I'm going to go test it. We'll find out and then maybe take it on a gig this weekend. Looks good with those rings in there too. Much better. Alright, update. I did have a grounding issue, so I had to go take it apart and solder a couple ground wires in there. Anyway, what we have here is we have 2 new humbuckers to replace the ones that were in there. These are 4 wires, so I could split the coils, and went from one volume knob to volume and a tone control, which didn't have a tone control is one of the reasons why I didn't really care to play this too much. And then of course the coil tap switch, so it takes it from 2 single coils to humbucker mode, which is something I really prefer these days. Anyway, I'm going to try this out this weekend. I took a couple days trying to figure out the wiring situation, and some people might look at that and go, oh my God, you must be a genius to try and figure out that kind of stuff. And well, I'm not a genius. Sometimes I think I am, but I'm not. I just do genius things by accident. Anyway, have a wonderful day. I'm glad this is done. I can go on to something bigger and better.